tariki ni komiti umutinyi ukabere umwaka igabo kirubere na 20 noyo muri tukuria Jumatano kinza cya Afrika ya mucha ni kinsa ibere cy'abono butuko kinga kingia kwari gantinya ko batugusanga na amwana ya ase inkira yobu ikero ntonyore asense mail ya Facebook Gatembe TV kisi nabo igo asense mail mutandao www.gatembetv.co.ke egati yali nkwaganete ebunge enene nigo nyate ko koiranira ebikaro byabo na kunyaka bage urwa amagomba gukia ase mayaga yoko musiria oyo kabere omujumbe omukuru we constituency ya Nyaribari chache umugaka Simeon Nyachae nabo igo nigo omuntu bari serikali Cyrus Oguna nyakoba okwanera kinyomba cyo oburalia igoro yoko yananwa wikikakia uduma namba ayo ona namba ngeti yatunyakoba tu sanga sinkira yubukeranu leterane kwa Kevin Onkoba. Omonogeri bwa serikali Cyrus Oguna nigonya koba ukwana ne kinyomba kia oburalia abwasanya koba okurwa roboti igoro yoko no gwikalikia uduma namba nabo igo akwanera igoro yoko mentekana gwikingige ACNC ya Kenya amuna mangande amange ayu airengete serikali
contain them here and another wave from a neighboring country will come in. And that's why it is important for that regional collaboration so that there is sustainability in terms of effort to contain this pest in the country, in all the countries in the region. There's also capacity building at university level to produce specialized personnel. So DLCO has provided support. DLCO, a Desert Locust Control organization. They provided support and financing to be able to provide that capacity building even at our institutions of higher learning. Collaboration and partnership, it is important that this is tackled in a collaborative manner. And the government has been able to work together with FAO, which I did mention, World Bank, County Government, KDF, the Kenya Defense Forces, Desert Locust Control Organization for East Africa, among other stakeholders. There are many.
Togotikana amono roboti ruo omono galibwe serikali Cyrus Oguna nikobono iga ekiombekeria ge tenete ko senigo ekiombekeria ge kurigeria amangana yo bugachigia Institute of Certified Public Accounts of Kenya ICPAK nigo Kenya kobage kurwa obosemia igoro ya abonchere nabo igo kubotkana amone binyinyi by'uburoire bwa COVID-19 nigo babakanirie abakenya bonse banyakoba bakurigeria amangana yiga yo oboncheria nabo igo amangana no bugachi bwe chibesa okwana yiga ase ensemo ya Virarosa Kimpiski ase umuchie o Nairobi nigo omuliki omone Rose Mwaura anyarakoba ukobakwanira abakenya.
So one of the things that we at TISPAC have always encouraged is expansion of the tax base. We've also always felt that the KRA is focusing on taxing a very small pool of people who are being hit with taxes over and over. And so we've encouraged the expansion of the tax base. So for example, when it comes to the digital services tax that has been implemented at 1.5%, we're saying that is good because, depending on some people who've never paid taxes and yet they're playing in the digital space. So for example, if you look at globally, countries like Facebook, Google, they make a lot of money from Kenya locally, but they don't pay any of that money in taxes because we're all online and so forth, but they don't pay any of that tax. So it's important that for us that this digital services tax comes into place to expand the tax base.
Ebunge nene yense ya Kenya nigo yairanete ebikaro byabo na kurwa amagombabo guchia ase maga yo kumusiria umugaka umukoro nabo igo umubunge bwe ensemo ya Nyaribari cha umujumbe uyo kabiri umujumbe bwe ensemo ya Nyaribari chache umugaka Simeon Nyachae abwase banyakaba gutuma engorene guchia ase constituency yo ya Nyaribari chache muri keto brand sagini isena nigatwaragenere roboti rwasenchira yobukiranu.
Ekero emirubirio yoko mwenyu yokabeiro muwaziri w'ekibesa nabo igo mubunge onyari walchache gendete kwene kigwabo siwe nyangeyo nigo bono abarai nabo igo ababunge bagendete gutuma engora yabo gukwana asege karogie bunge enene litkure igoro nigo abarai yabo bamutogire nyachae asogoteba nigari ngomorai bw'engencho.
The person you are eulogizing is somebody well known to, I'm sure, very many of us. The Honorable Nyachai, the late Simeon Nyachai, is a nationalist. He's a national leader.
Mr. Speaker, let me also take this opportunity to express my condolences, together with that of my family, the constituents of Suba South I represent in this House, and also the Orange Democratic Movement Party, which I chair, and the minority side of the House, in expressing our deep condolences to the family, friends, relatives of the late Simeon Nyachai.
Let me join the rest of Kenyans and this House in sending my condolences and that of the people of Garissa Township to the family and to the entire leadership and people of Kisii County and Nyamira County following the death of a celebrated public service and a respectable politician, the late Simeon Nyachai.
On behalf of the 6.5 million Kenyans with disability, I represent this House to their family and the great people of the Abokusi land for losing such a great hero. Honorable Speaker, I also want to state that Honorable the late Nyachai was a resident of Narok, was a neighbor to most of us, and in Narok, he was a great wheat farmer.
I believe that everybody that looks into the history books will realize that there was a man called Simeon Nyachai who played a role in this country. He also ran for president. That means he cared about this country and the future of this country.
Chinga kechecho nigo ababunge kurwa sorogongo rwa gusibe nyolera libagalia bene lyokumolera omunyangongo yo boigo ole isabange asenjera ya siasa abwase batuma engora yabo nabo gogoteba buna nigo mugaka Nyachai atigire libagali nene kegima ase siasa chiensemo ya gusi.
Mzee Nyachai ni mzee ambaye kwa jamii ya Mkisii anaheshimika. Mzee Nyachai alifanya kazi na mzee Moi, na bahati yangu ni kuwa mzee Nyachai alifanya pia kazi na baba yangu ambaye alikuwa mbunge hapa, mzee Dr. Zachary Onyonka.
The late Honorable Nyachai was an astute civil servant, a respected family man, an admirable politician, a successful businessman, my personal mentor, Mr. Speaker, and a mentor to many people who had a chance to interact with him.
What we can learn from the death of Mzee Nyachai, if we live a life, Honorable Speaker, that is transparent, we live to harvest good deeds ahead of us.
Mr. Speaker, on my own behalf and on behalf of the people of Borabu, we wish to convey our condolences to the family and the friends of former Minister, Mr. Nyachai, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, as the other speakers have said, Mr. Nyachai is one person who was dedicated to any position that he was given in government, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Speaker, I want to say that the man who we are here utilizing is a person who has left a lot of footprints in the lives of Kenyans. He set up cultural villages that picks up about the wealth of the Kisii lifestyle.
Honorable Speaker, the late Simeon Nyachai was a great disciplinarian. I'll correct Honorable Speaker, when we were in the university, Nyachai's name was Oliver. And indeed, for the Kisii community, Nyachai was one of those leaders that we as young students of the university then would always aspire to emulate.
Nigo omugaka Nyachai ararusigwa sengenu tariki 14 cy'umutenyoyo nabo igo enyangi ya gokorwa asegeti kya Nyandurago ikekimanyika ntemuna Musa Nyandusi Stadium ase bunge ya Nyarwal Church tariki 15 cy'umutenyoyo litko ya Jumatatu nigo Nyachai asirire kabwate myaka 53 elitari ya Brian Sagini Isena.
Tokwirana ase county ya Nyamira mugavana bwe county ya Nyamira omuske Amos Nyaribo nigatwara omusangirikano amo na abobisa abo bachenu be county ya Nyamira nabo igokobarikia abantu bari batayikonyaka bakunyara ase county yo eri bachikonyaka bagutumika chikadi cyanya gitana no Hospital Insurance Fund NHIF muri kito Peter Ogero nigatwaraganire orobotu rwasinchira yobukirano.
Umugabana bwe kaunti ya Nyamira umusike Amos Kimomi Nyaribo amona ababwatani bande bobochenu ase kaunti ya Nyamira lero nigo baba gochakyo murobiri bokoena na chikadi cha NHIF gochasa abantu bari babwate obotaka na bari babwate obole mabu ase kaunti ya Nyamira
yo twachaga wazizo mupango we serikali ulimwe wente president uwa oteba bokokwa universal health coverage twatumira abantu bagende mashinani korora bari abataka mbarabi bataka babekwamo karaba bekirwamo otogwanzira abana bari bamenyete boko batabwatira ibori torigereria abaibori bari bare ababoroka n'ababaga batabwatira abangi n'abataka torigeria bare mafu bari bamenyete amana intwe phase 1 utoko bwatera na serikali ya national na county government
na sensemo yayo mo county commissioner be county ya Nyamira omosike Amos Mariba nigate birenga nigo baguchikoenekya buna omorobeli nigo berego gwekerana bututukano bonde butayo.
Mheshimiwa Gavana, naomba nichukue nafasi hii mwanzo kusema kwamba huu ni mradi mmojawapo ambao serikali inatekeleza katika kaunti zote za Kenya. Nyamira ni moja ya zile kaunti faidika ili kuona kwamba wananchi wetu wanapata huduma bora ya kiafya.
Nguripoti ya Getembe Television kurwasa magacha manene ye county ya Nyamira lietaliana igonkoro kwa Ogero Peter.
Yakege mumuriki tokurwa se county ya Nyamira Ogero Peter nigo tokwirana se county ya Kisii na bigo chingaki ukurikwa kwa abanajeshi ba KDF ugandete kunyaka bokorekana ase chingongo emergency ya Kenya ase sub county ya Gucha nigo muruburi nyaka bokokonekigwa ase geti gya tendere ye gotoka bumachoge chache county ya Kisii abugase abamenyi benseme yobeso kya sobonge elikuelikia nyaka baba kulikwa kuchia ase kyombekyo gya Kenya Defence Forces murikito Eric Bosire nigatara enseme yo na gutwariganira orobotiro kubwate senchira yobukirano.
Omoroberio bokubarikia abanajeshi gose KDF nigo genderera ritko lya lero asegeti ya tendere sub county ya Gucha ime county ya Kisii muganda omonene bw'abantu nigo ikirana somoroberio yokorenda abake batigara kugenderera asoko likiwoko
process nabo yanste mambi sana abantu bairwa bacha sobonge sana elinde banyore gasi abande ba chuchiru baruro bari batigarito asigeti dukagerete bachoru bake
mbya bagenderete abanyabantu bari goisanika nakirende mureko bwati muna barobereretigu
nanye nabonigo bari baikira nabe murunganiri omoroberio yo nakiria kyagenderera roro abwasa basubati barerekana ko babake
nari program nari gocha gocha narorenga abantu abakoranga bachorire kurokera abande bagoseri tusingo maninki unabona umwesikana gocha choru oiru geti ochikote wete une miaka baru batenga yo moiborio gare batata bwati baiborio orusiwo bono na batwaranga uchaje siale ngo
twabokirete gesaisi gocha tendere ga kyale ngoro gyo kurika chesi twigeta saa 12 abo bari kurika baikange saa 2 twarora babeka chiema chiabo gabuga abantu nabo besokia sobonge batagete kuchikominyoka banyoro bwana chesi obu lakini abange mbeiriri bakabaserigu bantu batigara 17 buka
nona alinge getinari korita NOS na batake miaka ile 35 kutigoro hiyo ndio chanzo tu na mimi sijafikisha 35
style bato banga tetoko geti kwa sababu mbaseli abane nyaruka kuruororo na yato sinyara bu yubataka oyo moso abamanya gotatara 35 igo twarora ngo bumaine mbwale ngororo serikali ekonya abantu abana bayinchi bali batali kwenyara
nonya nekero muroberi oboko barikaba KDF ogendete korekana Kenya ngima nigo moyego yori tukoria rero oarigani wa segeti ya tendere yego toka guchi sub county ase county ya Kisii ase nambenene yabantu banyara ko baba gwesokia kolenda bakebe nyorera libaga somo yego yo Eric Bosire Getembe TV
Yakegimo murikito Eric Bosire amono roboti urugendera kunyaka botonyora asense ya Facebook Getembe TV Kisii nabo igwa asense moyo mtandao www.getembetv.co.ke chinga kitogo tigara ase county ya Kisii nigo abantu baraire ase enyomba eyemo yemanyekanete muna Silent Guest House yegotoka ase ensemo ya nyakwa ime ya Kitutu Chache South nigo banyaka bagocherwa amona babegu abekora koba abanyanyimbo abwase babatigira chingoma chintindi nabo igo koiba enibo etamanyekaneti muri kito Isaiah Maobe nigatwargenere oroboti rwasinchira yobwekeranu
abantu bekorete abanyanyimbo nigo basaganite nyombe yue manyire buna Silent Guest House ime ya nyako ime ya Kitutu Chache South nako bayikora bobe abakorie gasi be nyombe yo nabo igo amona bagani konya bayikira senseme yo kurara asibono basaganite abantu abuna kubayibera ebinto byeligo ligo ikira bono bitaramanywa
bakangya kongaka bakabanga ko bakongaka imiyo Ombori tibes kaichi naye kiateka
akibaite tabaka bagasairwo
eru muna bongo tigai kabuna ndigete gabo gochwe inche byo bone customer kera gochi manyeta yo komyo kabanga na muigore ono komuigora ga unaira no bwa wangu bona riende ono geka na riri bakanchira bakante kunu peyo simu bakachukua no opo yenye ilikuwa hapo SS tu igaiga akaraba ile tukurwa bakabusaiti bese bakabutaye bitabu byo kwa bikori na chama siti bakabutansa bakandutansa ingo babona akina inutari basigari ingo bataiva iko bakandu tansa abuna libange tukongimura cyanko bakarusie bagi bakayira ibaire bagi bakabwata bakantinga liko chimega igama uko bakansibe yanga ibansibe yanga bakanga bakarumura namba 7 ekarabangi na 7 njenga kore kwerende bakabwata bakatufungira ime ibatufungira ime bakabwata bakasokya baremba abo bakabatena angitu ando gochega nje tingo masbabede tugochi nje na tusitokera bagota bari pita
abantu bakageire gosoa ase enyombe yo asugocharuka orubago korengana amono mokori mirimo ase enyombe yo nigo bamuturete na kumutaka gokonya babebu abugo turabagani abara irase chinyomba ime enyombe yo
igente kene basi chisim batu kutane chibese nigo kiro muntu na uya resi
nari ngobisi ya chief oyo manyene ngageresi onte binga bwari mbwa beta butuko igabanya kurange okugenda ndorere nkingi kyagenderete yagera nacha twaringa no chairman we subrogation twanya oro muswadi getega nimu abani mu mayendera gine marido ndago tebuya akara ner twabore tutariga muna bacheretwe muna aba muri abari gutura bakareta abandi bakabeka mwiru mwemo bonse akubarisimu bakobaura ebibiti babwate ibintu byabyantu babwate bakaira
ekore kyogia koreka obotuko bugokira rero na kolikigwa asegetaseni ky'abanyanyimbo kya musocho aseboigo omukori emirimo oyomo bw'enyombe yo atangire amo n'abanyanyimbo bobotuki egerego konya obotuki omukyoito bwokoganie gukwana amo n'omusi bidio nyanjwe nigo tuomere nyasi asenge bunago ika ekero tware kogenda embeo titware kumunyora ase chiobisi chiaye Inkolipota liga taseni kia Getembe kuruga ase chinsemo cha nyakoa ime ya Kitutu Chache South elietaliane Isaiah Maobe
yakegimo murikito Isaiah Maobe noroboti ururwa Isaiah Maobe mwanchu murigeria norokutoira ase ensemo ya kabere studio kulene nkoirana inko arganetie aye chigo sori chito tuskale amoni TV yao
buna matuko agendrete kogenda mangana mayani gagwatika atari koganya onde bwensia korende abasaki be television yao ya GTN nigo be aliganiti kigima asuko koyarentreye maseyemo wikasi TV yao
chinga kiriberera amone chinsaze chintindi cha siasa chigenda tokwene kiwa asense ya Kenya igobono abaraya bonge kuro chinsemo au cha Kenya bagenda kwesokya na koro kyobunyangongo bwabo bosi bobo chorbu mwaka w'ikiribere na mirongo ebere nebere korinde wikiraboniga ne report ya Building Bridges Initiative BBI gose obochori bo mwaka w'ikiribere na mirongo ebere nebere asa igana yanda mange kuro ebinyoro bita se constituency ya Bobasi neri anyaroro Masabo county ya Kisii elitari anem Brian Sagini
isena nechinsa isano nebere cha mugaso no yene pale ne kwenda so mutauka wanji abo asaba subati bagwe sokia chingaki chabo tukona konye mebere yabo aya amona yanda mange asobo tukibwaime korwa chinsi amo chabo nchari South Mugrango nimbe gingo ko yeletra sinchira yobo ikeranu riteriane Eric Bosire
magiga y'ekisukuru nande koiranirira bunere botambe bone bikore by'obosali nigo byamentekanira ase ekisukuru imeyense ya Kenya egento nonya nabo igokiene kiri obobu botindi ase ekisukuru ekyo inkolipota ligetaseni kiagetembe korwa igabu machoge borabu nabo igo ya chache elietaliane Isaiah maobe gosego konyora chinga kindoke ewachi ya borabu
ebyo nebirengereryo bya abakansola abakorokorwa se kaunti Nyamira asebono nigo basabire buna eserikali yabeteke gochorwa amo na omugabana we kaunti Nyamira Amuski Mwomi Nyalibo wetiwa na eliogo chaka gokoro mwananchi we kaunti Nyamira emeremo aralimo lyoka ngoripota ligatembe television korwa ase ward ya township ime bunge ya West Mogiranga se kaunti ya Nyamira lietalia neigo nkorokwa Ogero Peter
omwanchi omotengeri ogetembe TV korugaiga njenga moto elietariane bogonko nyokangi
rigiriria amangana maya chinsa isano nibire cha mugaso chinsa ikomi cha maragoba chinsa ibire cha butuko na boigo chinsa nye cha butuko iri kwimanya kigima ninkigia korekanire imejeliro bali gusi Kenya na boigo nsengima GTN ekeunga kiama mugusi
asense melia ye chikosori chitu mwanchu mulgel nikoto gochaka amono club kia AFC Leopards abwase Kenya koba konyora omokochi abo omoya asilieta Patrick Asems oyo onyakoba okoba omokochi we team ya Simba kurwa ase enseli ya Tanzania nabo igo Patrick nigo anyakoba okoyera NCU ya Simba kunyakoba ge kubwa iminano abwasa nyakoba okuchorwa koba omokochi we timu ya AFC Leopards yemaga yo kuira libagalya omokochi ntenera Anthony Kimani oyo tanyakoba gutwara okuigwana okuya amone timu iyo ya AFC Leopards ekimina nege tangani egati ya AFC Leopards ego kunyakoba ke gutiemana inse yo obo murai osomokochi yo omoya Patrick nigo ekare egati ya Taita Taveta All Stars asegeti kia undanyi lituko lia Jumamosi aseminano vya Football Kenya Federation Premier League. Tokura na asense meli ya basketball ama tukoni gatigarite ikomi nomo elio timu ya Kenya basketball enyakabage kosoa ase amamerenio Afro basketball aguchikanya kabaga kwariganigwa omo wakoyoiga yankorengana amono mokochi nabo igo mu captain bwe timu yo ya Morans abu ase bagenda kunyakaba kora amazoezi nabo igo ase korengana muri nkwana yo mokochi nigate abuna nigo baguchikanya kabako ene kyanga ngobwa bare amameranio Afro basketball ase gose ase batanya koba kubwa ase gika kemiaka 25 n'ebere.
She understands our system. She understands the way we play. So coming in, she knew the right buttons to press so that she can ensure that we are still at the same level we were, if not any better.
Against Senegal, one of our challenges was we competed with them for 3 quarters. Fourth quarter, we didn't have the game fitness and mental strength to compete against them. But the 3 quarters we did. But right now, I believe we can do that in 4 quarters.
Ase minanovia FA Cup yanekitiweli tukoligore timu ya Manchester United nigo yasugete motwe ase amameranio mahega yo kwenye kora timu ya West Ham United egoria yamo ase lige na liesagero mulikito Steven Demo nigatwarganire robotiro kubwati asinchira yubukirano
Ebino bibere mbege tu asege kombe ya FA Cup asege tigia tafmo bane ya nyenge ti Bournemouth sari janye vege ti Bournemouth mutu asete Cameron gevere ne yemo asege pindi ya kavere ni go Stanley samente ya kavere gosuki Bournemouth aseraunde ko watia ya FA Cup Old Trafford Manchester United mbage te na West Ham mage yokwenda makali utabunga na asete Cameron go kianda nigo ekemero ne kugia chete chiteka cho komenta Scott McTominay niga bunge tego ryobo bui ya the Red Devils obuyo bono bwanyene ke Man United livaga aseraunde ko watia ya FA Cup. Steven Ndemo, Getembe TV.
Oraboti ororua ya Steven Ndemo mwanchi muliga na gotoikia omware bwa amangana itwa maye chinse chigaibere tumirane chinsa inya tunyakabatu gusanga tunyora sense meli ya Facebook Getembe TV kisi nabo gwaso mutandao www.getembetv.co.ke kokwanira oburigere borobuya nabali bonse banyakabako ne kyanga eliogine chibichare nyakabari guikera andonsia sole ngo bakera ngambye mono leterane nkuru kwa Kevin Onkoba.